Waffles! Hey everybody, welcome back to Haywire Homestead. I just thought I would show you how the mobile goat shelter is coming together that we're going to be placing out in our back 3 acres in order for us to put our goats out there. We will be using Premier 1 fencing so we can rotational graze and get them out of their paddock, because one side of their fence in their paddock is in need of replacement. Not only that, we'd like to rotationally graze so we can cut down on parasite issues so we don't have to use chemical wormers on our goats. So we have 2x4s, 2x4 by 16, and then a 2x4 by 8 along the front. So it's 16 feet long, 8 feet wide. So far we have 3 cattle panels, and they are attached with large steeples at the bottom, and then they are zip tied to hold them together. Now my husband is putting pipe insulation, almost like pool noodle stuff, along the outside edges, so when we stretch the tarp over top of it, it won't be rubbing against that. It'll help keep it from wearing against that metal edge. So we won't wear the tarp here against the metal edge. It will help protect that and hopefully make the tarp last longer. And then we might even put a couple of eye bolts on the front of it so we can drag it with the tractor if we want to move it around. But this is what it is so far, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. You're pulling them too tight, buddy. Maya, are you swimming? Are you swimming, Maya? Hi, silly puppy. Silly puppy. What are you doing, silly puppy? All right, we're actually putting the tarps on. Now, we started to put a tarp on the back side. We had put a section of cattle panel across the back here, and we found that it actually made it get really hot really quickly. So we took that down. We're taking that end out. That way they can just walk completely through it, and that way there is a breeze. I mean, this is mainly designed to keep the rain off of them and let them have shade when it's really super hot. So
it does get a little bit toasty in here, but not too bad.
All right, it is all ready, and then we've got to get Premier 1 fencing out here. And then that way we can put the girls out. We're planting the potatoes 6 to 8 inches deep and about 12 inches apart. You can do about 12 to 18. And we use masonry string or fencing string to keep the rows straight, and then the kids are helping. These are actually from last year, and then we have the fresh ones that we bought at the Amish market or Amish auction. So I'm going to use up what I have left over from last year in this first row, and then the other rows will be the newer stuff. Alrighty, so the high tunnel is 90% planted. We have a few more cucumbers to get in place in the final row. We actually were able to add 2 more rows into the high tunnel this year. Last year we didn't want to get overzealous. We didn't know if we would be able to sell enough of the product. We didn't want anything going to waste. The potato bed, there are 4.5 rows of potatoes. They are starting to come up. We are getting some weeds starting to come in. We're gonna work on trying to procure some old hay or maybe just mulch it in order to get that going. We will have to hill the potatoes here soon. I was kind of trying to wait on holding off on mulching until I was able to, get it hilled a little bit. But if we are able to get some good mulch, we won't really have to hill because we'll just mulch the heck out of it. And then in the high tunnel, let me show you. vent fan has been installed. The shade cloth has been installed. Now, we measured and my husband was worried that it would be short, so he added a couple feet. So now that side has a curtain because there was a little bit too big, but that's okay. It still works, it's still usable. All right, so look at everything. We're actually gonna have to start trellising, attaching the trellises so that way everything won't start falling over, because some of the tomato plants, I actually did put one trellis or one string to hold up a tomato plant there. The cucumbers definitely are going to start needing some attention. They're starting to grow out to where I can start to trellis them up on our strings, which is the lower and lean method. We did do a short video about that. And I'm gonna sign off here. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Have a great day, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe.